Now, the London Mayor, Sadiq Khan, has stood accused of many things down the years, but here's a new one: failing to protect children from naked cyclists. Now, this is part of World Naked Bike Ride, which is due to take place in London. This year it's on June the 14th. It has been running, I understand, for a number of years, and it is what it says as it was on the tin. It's been running since 2004. Last year, 1,200 riders went out. That's naked. And the idea is, say the organisers, is that it's to show the importance of the environment and to take action against petrol cars and oil, and basically to ensure that there are better facilities for cycling. Well, that's their argument. The argument from the other charity is that it can cause alarm and distress. Emma Jane Taylor is founder of the sexual abuse charity Project 9010, calling for safeguarding review into this, and joins me now. May I call you Emma Jane? Good morning.
Good morning, Nick. Yes, you may.
Thanks for coming on. Pardon, I should know this, and I'm going to feel an absolute fool. Why is it called Project 90-10?
9010 refers to the statistic around child abuse. 90% of children being sexually abused is by their people they know, family, friends, and in the environments, and 10% is stranger danger, which is still really important. But the 90% is the percent we really need to focus on.
Project 9010. OK, running for 10 years, a celebration of the environment and a determination to cut down on fossil fuels. What's not to like, Emma Jane?
I totally get that. I'm all in for that. But why naked, and why on the streets, and why around the world? You know, we've got children at these events who might not be at the event. They might be out shopping with their families. They're coming face to face with the naked bike riders. We're already living in an environment where social media is causing difficulty for children. There's no participant registration. There's no way to distinguish genuine participants from opportunists. There's no controlled perimeters. Anyone can join. Anyone can linger. There's inconsistent marshalling. And children and families are being involuntarily exposed to adult nudity. There's a really legal grey area around this conversation. And that's the one I want to have the conversation around, because if we are to really safeguard children and not blur boundaries for them in their life and their development, then these are the conversations we should be having. And Sadiq Khan should be having them. He talks about wanting to improve child safety, wanting to do the right thing, and yet this event still continues. So yes, I'm all for environment and oil change and culture change, but why naked?
Surely it's a day when the law decides, or surely it's a time when the day that decides to take the day off, because it is an offence, isn't it, under the Sexual Offences Act of 2003, if I was to suddenly decide to walk or cycle naked down Whitehall.
But only if it can be proven that you intended to cause intent or alarm. And this event takes all of that away. And so, you know, there is a really big conversation around that. And that's the conversation we need to get back to if we are to really safeguard children in their future. Because, as you just quite rightly said, the next day, if you get on your bike and cycle into London and do that, you'll be arrested and charged. But only if they can prove that you intended to cause offence. And the whole system around this indecent exposure needs looking at, and the whole event needs to be challenged because of that.
You've started a petition. Why? What's it seeking to do? How could listeners get involved?
Well, I think we need to do better in the 21st century, Nick. We need clarity about what is acceptable, what isn't. You know, we need safeguarding frameworks that help children understand boundaries, recognise situations unsafe or safe, protect themselves from grooming and abuse. If we are desensitising children to adult nudity in public spaces, even once a year, then that's just not enough. The safeguarding boundaries have gone. So, you know, normalising this event blurs the boundaries. And blurred boundaries, as we know, are exactly where predators operate.
Grateful.
And that's what we need to get back to.
OK, and people can get details, presumably, on your website, Project 9010.
No, if you go to emmajane.taylor.com, you'll find everything you need there. And I think it's called the Naked Bike Ride Petition.
Naked Bike Ride Petition. Emma Jane Taylor, thank you. You're founder of the charity Project 9010. I need to tell you that the World Naked Bike Ride tells the Daily Telegraph they are aware of the petition. The World Naked Bike Ride is a peaceful, lawful protest, intends to get its messages across by generating public interest. We want other road users and spectators to be pleasantly surprised and take notice. And a spokesman for Sadiq Khan tells the paper, this is an operational policing decision for the Met, seeming to rather neatly sidestep that.